You send out 50 resumes, get 2 interviews, 0 feedback. It's not that you're not qualified, it's that your resume isn't speaking Halai language. So I built an AI agent inside n8n to fix that. It scans your resume, recommend job titles you're actually aligned with, compares it against several low job descriptions, and generates a job fit and upskilling reports in minutes. But here's where it gets interesting. It doesn't just tell you what you're missing, it gives you a personalized learning plan, the skills you need to build, the certifications that matter, the roadmaps to level up fast. So whether you're a job seeker who's tired of guessing, a coach helping clients grow, or a recruiter who wants smarter shortlist, this changes the game for you entirely. And today I'll show you exactly how to build it step by step using n8n and AI. Hi, my name is Lenny. Welcome to my channel. Let's get started. The first things first, as usual, I'm going to show you exactly how this workflow works, and then I'll show you exactly how to build one for yourself. I'm using n8n as I mentioned earlier on, so this is basically an n8n tutorial. In terms of the things you need, either you need to have the self-hosted n8n or the cloud n8n version. I'm going with the self-hosted version. That's what I've been using for a while now. So this workflow starts with a Google Drive triggered, and I have created a folder in my Drive and I called it resume. You can also create a similar folder. When there's a change to a specific folder, in this case, which is the resume folder, it triggers the workflow to start. And then the next thing is I download a file. So whatever is in the folder, which is the sample resume folder, I just download the file, which is the resume. And the reason why I'm downloading the resume is because I want to have the ability to extract the text from the PDF so that I can pass it on to my AI model. So I'm using the extract from PDF download in here to extract it to text, and then I pass it on to this model here. So what this model really does is that it analyzes the candidate's resume or the resume in the Google Drive folder, and then it extracts the suitable job titles that match their skills, their experience, as well as their industry background. It may also extract like the country name and also provides me like 2-letter country code. That's because the next part of the process requires 2 strings. So I'm also leveraging APIs from Rapid AI. So Rapid AI is great. I think you should check it out. Even if you're not building an AI agent for job searching or for creating like a report like the one I have, I do think that it's a great platform where you can find multiple APIs. So my tutorial today is focused on jobs, but there are other APIs that you can get like access to, like cybersecurity, cryptography, movies, and they have a free version which is quite generous as well. So yeah, I'll encourage you to check it out. That's actually good. It really helped me a lot. For this particular tutorial, I'm using the JSearch, and also I'm using the Jobs API. Yeah, so you can try other APIs as well. They have other APIs that fall under the job search APIs. So coming back, this gives me the data which I in turn break it down because it gives me the data and not value. So I use a split out node to break it down. And then as you can see, I'm using a merge node. I tend to typically use a merge node in my tutorials just because one of the ways I'm able to sort of wait on my other streams so through. That's why I like using the merge node. So it's great. So I'm using the merge node so that I'm able to wait on all the other streams in the workflow to come through, after which I write a simple code in here to sort of extract some key components of whatever is coming to the merge node. So for instance, I'm extracting the job description. So as you can see, where I run the merge node, for instance, it gives me all this information, okay? All this information, and it's probably difficult to comprehend. So what I'm using the function node here to just extract the important information I need, and then I can move on to the next stage. So the important information I need here really is a job descriptions, and then there is any text, and then I'll just create a memory key which I'll use in my simple memory node in here. So now coming back to the AI agent. So now I have my AI model in here. This is where all the magic happens, right? So this model sort of is like the job alignment and upskilling advisor. So basically analyzes the job descriptions that I receive from the previous notes against the candidate's current resume, and may provide a report which is typically like 2 to 3 sentence type overview of how well the resume aligns with the job postings, and sort of helps with informing the candidate about like the top skills and technologies that are required for the exact skills they're looking for. It does a resume gap analysis, a list out missing skills, and also provides some 2 to 3 bullet points suggesting how the resume can be improved, and it's also provide a recommended learning plan as well. So as you can see in here, I am passing the results of the report into a Google Docs file and then updating the file. So I can show you an example of this workflow when it's run. Maybe I can execute the entire workflow so that I have an idea of what it will look like for how the report looks like. Okay, so the workflow is complete now. So I'm just going to show you exactly how this looks like now. So if I go back into the folder which I just created, you can see that a new report was just generated at 11:22 a.m. If I should open this right now, this is how the report looks like. So as you can see, It's telling you the fact that the resume that we provided, which is really this sample resume, firstly, this resume is basic, and it also seems like this person is an entry-level person. So it's saying that the resume is like presents a moderate alignment with the HR coordinator job postings. And it was able to figure out that based on the person's experience in here, they have some HR experience. So it was able to extract a role that will be related to them, which is like HR coordinator job postings. And it's showing that, yeah, it says that across the job postings, essential skills include strong understanding. Like it's given listen at the top skills and technologies required, and it's saying that proficiency in HRIS systems is also important. Let me know if you are in the HR profession. Let me know if this is something, if this AI agent is really like given very good advice or not. And it's done like the resume gap analysis. So it's saying, but they don't have these things in their resumes, and it's recommending that they can highlight any relevant certifications they have. And it's also giving them like a learning plan. It's telling them that they need to get the PHR, SHRM, and it's telling them like the focused areas, and it's giving them like even a timeline on what to do. So I think that this is a very useful system, especially if you're a career coach. I find that this is going to be very useful for you. So yeah, so now that I've shown you exactly how this works, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build it. So let's get started. So as I mentioned earlier on, we're starting with a Google Drive trader. You could use like any form of trader you want, but I'm just starting with Google Drive because that's where the resume lives. If the resume lives in Notion or another tool, that can always be your trader. And yeah, so we're just saying that they should fold the folder every minute, and you can change it to daily. It depends on how many customers, how many clients you have. And then yeah, so then once we have this ready, the next thing for us is to download the file. So we know that we have the resume in a sample resume folder, which we created. This is the resume in there. So what we want to do is want to have the ability to download the file. And so once you download the file, we're going to store the file in data. And then let me execute this. If I should execute this, you see that we have this bar file in here. And this is being created for us if now we're binary file. So now that we have this, the next step is for us to use the extract file. So we are using extracts from Node and then extract from PDF, and again the extracting data, and it's going to return a text for us. So if I should run this right now, you realize that it would return a text for us. So now this text that is returned, if I should go down, this is really what's in the place in E. If I should, now the text that is returned is what we're going to feed into our AI model. So I'm going to add an AI in here, then I'm going to connect it to our three-less models. So this is the AI model we have. Make sure that you're naming this really well. So I'll just call this like Job Recommendation Assistant. And like I mentioned, I'm going to drop the JSON file in the comment section below so that you can download it, try it out, and let me know how it works well for you as well. And as I explained already, this model is basically like extracting pre-suitable job titles that matches their skills and experience as well as their industry background. And then for the chat model, I'm going with OpenAI, and then for a model, I'm going with for O-Mini. Then I know that you do use for O-Mini. What other models do you use? Let me know. I find out for O-Mini, that's most of the things I need to do. So, and then for the simple memory, I'm probably just gonna put come define below, and then I'm probably just gonna use like creation date. If you're doing this in production, I recommend that you use like something else than this one. Maybe you can create the memory key dynamically as you'd see me do in the next step. So this is my structured output parser in here, and really understanding that I'm expecting this to return 3 recommended titles for me, and also like the country name and then the country code. The reason why I'm getting the country name and the country code is because if we come into our APIs, you realize that first API requires that you have like the country name, even though it's not compulsory. So that's why I'm extracting my country code. If I should run this node right now, we're expecting to get 3 titles. So it's telling us that based on their experience on the week before human resource role, HR specialist role, and a talent acquisition specialist role. It's also saying based on their address they live in Oahu. So they're basically in the United States, and this is a short country code. So up until now, everything is working on fine. The next step for us is to pass this on to our APIs. And like I showed you, like leveraging some APIs from our Rapid API. I'll really encourage you to check out Rapid API because they do have like lots of free tier, which sort of like helps, especially if you're just testing out stuff before you productize it. So the first API we're using is the beach scraper. So if I come in here, all I'm going to do is I'll come into the workspace, and then I'll come to jobs, and then I'll search for the Indeed scraper. Scroll down, this is the Indeed scraper API, and it's asking for, if we come into the parameters here, you are using the JSearch API, and I already explained the fields that I require. So this is the main required field. I just want to restrict this to Canada and to US, which is why I just passed on the US country name in there. Okay, so that is good. So now that we have this ready, mind you, this is probably going to return an array. So we're going to have like a split node in here as well. It says it's going to return an array. I'm going to attach a split node in here so that what a split node would do is if I should execute this entire data, you'd realize that the data would give us an array, and the split out node would just split out the array into individual items, which we could pass on to the next page. I'm not going to do that just yet. I just want us to get to a point where we could actually get some really meaningful results. So I'm going to add like a merge node, and I'm going to do like a full tutorial on why I love to use the merge node. For the merge node tutorial, it helps me with some of the challenges I used to face when I started out with building AI agent and workflow automations like this. So the main challenge is if you want every stream to complete before you move on to my next step, and that's what the merge node does. It sort of helps with what that's happening. Okay, if I think I'm at a point where the merge node waits for every stream to complete before moving on to the next, I'm going to add a code node in here to extract the details I need, and then I'll run the workflow so that you have an idea of what we are getting at this point. So I'm going to come in here and add the code node, and then in this code, again, I'm going to drop the JSON file in the description box so that you can try it out and you can get access to this code. What this code is doing is sort of like extracting all the job descriptions and putting them in one array for us, and then returning it for us, as well as returning the resume text and then the memory key, which will be used in the next step. So I think we're at a good point where I can achieve the entire workflow. Okay, so this has executed mindfully without any errors, and as mentioned, we are getting the job descriptions in one full array for us. So I'm going to close this, and then we also have like the resume text. It didn't return anything, and I'm wondering why this happened. Let me just check and see if we have our job details. Our resume text didn't return anything because we didn't pull it from the live page. Okay, so I'm gonna run this again, and then we see if we get the resume text now. Okay, so now I believe we should have some data coming through for the resume text. So this is the resume text. So this is good. We are getting exactly what we wanted. So the next step for us is to include the AI model. This AI model is going to craft the report for us based on the data it's going to receive, which is the job descriptions and the resume text. So this is really, we are getting close to the final step in the process. So again, we're going to add our AI model in here, and then we're going to connect the chat model to OpenAI. We're going to be using for mini like I always do, and then in terms of the memory, you're going to be using the simple memory. You can use other types of memory. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm using the simple memory, and then we are going to drag them and make P, which we generated from the previous step. And then for our output, we want to go for this exact JSON. Mind you, for this particular tutorial, I'm just putting everything in the Google Drive, but you can actually like send this as an email to your client and all that. So we are just exporting just one block in our JSON as our structure, and then the next step is to add this to Google Drive, and we are putting this in a Google document. So everyone with this Google Docs, so we first need to create a document, and then we select which folder we want to put this in, and I'm just gonna call this Job Readiness Report, right? And then but I will add another node really, which is the update node. So I just want to update the same document that was created, and in this case, because I'm going to receive like the Dove ID from the previous step, I just want to like just update the exact document that was created in the previous step. And in terms of what I'm putting in the text, I'm just going to update it with the text we received from the previous step, which is the report you just created. So that is it, guys. I'm going to run this entire workflow. I got notified that I've reached a limit for one of my APIs, so I'm just going to deactivate it, but the other were closed. The other stream would be fine, and then I'm going to run this entire workflow. It would have an idea of what we get as a report. Okay, so this is now complete. I'm going to go into my folder in here, and then I'm going to check on the results. So we have this one that was created, and as you can see, this is a new report that was just generated, and it's given us a report. So that is it, guys. That is it for today's tutorial. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below if you're going to try this, and if you do, let me know if you have any challenges, and let me also know if there are any topics you'd like me to cover in my next tutorial. That is it for today's tutorial. See you in the next one.